I can't even see a straight face. Peace. Welcome to the Spins and Mike's podcast. This is yeah. Welcome your host. I'm battling right now. Um, Zoo King
Mhm.
L1, Zoo King Just P,
Peace.
and the brother Watch Life.
Peace. Yeah, so this is the Muddy Waters part two review. We've been back and forth internally for the past few days. Not really arguing, but discussing, what we thought of Muddy Waters too. And I'm gonna be honest with you, I'm just gonna speak for myself. Um, Muddy Waters is one of my favorite albums, probably in the top 10 for me personally. Redman has always been in my top five, like throughout the years. Most of my youth, he was one of my favorites, consistent, you know what I'm saying? Right up there with like, Ghostface and some of the other favorites of mine, like Sean Price and so on and so forth. Um, I was really disappointed with Muddy Waters too. I'm not gonna be honest. Not gonna, I'm gonna be honest. I can't lie. Like, regardless of, it doesn't take away from Redman's career. It doesn't, you know what I'm saying? Like, I know Doggy Diamonds recently, like, was talking, like, not bad about it, but he was saying that There Is a Dark Side isn't a classic, and he was challenging that, and I disagree with that. I think There Is a Dark Side is dope, and Muddy Waters is incredible. But I think this one he missed with it, and I don't know if it's because there's a lack of Eric Sermon. Um, I don't know. What y'all think? You know, and we're gonna get into our favorites and our dislikes and all of that. Like, if there's even any favorites, and there's like no disrespect to Redman, man. Reggie, you one of the greatest ever. Honestly, like I think he's one of the greatest. In my opinion, one of the greats.
Yo,
It's hard. It's
I'm
hard to
gonna need
talk.
you.
It's hard to talk bad about
No,
him.
no, no. I'm gonna need you two to mute the mic, especially Razor. I think it's Razor. Razor, you mute the mic. See how that sounds. Look at that. Jesus is in the building. All right. So I like Redman. Years ago there was a rumor saying he was taking long. Like I knew his engineer, and this is like '05, '04. They were like, this guy got like permanent writer's block. So I like that. He came back and most people like it. I like that he's gonna pull it off. You know what I'm saying? As far as his legacy, you know what I'm saying? My opinion on the album, you know what I mean? It like he's rhyming and it's good. You know what I'm saying? Some of the songs are really good, but a lot of them are just they're not bad, but it's like he was missing or he was trying to go with the Rockwilder formula, and like so it's like a lot of beats were made by Red and like his little underlings. I think Rock was a co-producer, but it just looks like they tried to recreate that formula of like because Red got a bunch of hits like that with Rockwilder with that type of that funk sound and shit like that, but I didn't turn off all the tracks upon my first impression, and some of them came out dope. The Kid Capri song with Faith was dope. Was dope.
That's one of my most hated
Right, right.
joints. I hate that joint. I'm
No,
gonna be
no, I
honest with
feel
you.
you. But I mean, it's cool. Some of them, I see where he was going with it. The thing that might have saved it for all of us is if he kind of condensed the album. Because one, it's not like a double album, but it's a double album. But you're not billing it and pushing it as a double album. And there was no like. It looks like I've once heard a rumor or a thing or unwritten rule that all great artists need double albums. You know what I'm saying? From Big to Pac. I think West Side Gun did a double album just off that. So Nas, that was like a big thing between Nas and them. He needed his double album. So maybe that's what he was doing to get up there with the greats. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know. You know what I mean? I don't. To me, like I don't really listen. Like some rap, like certain songs, but I don't really listen to rap for entertainment, enjoyment. It's like I watch the game, like it's more like a critic and competition. You know what I'm saying? So again, I hope I like that he's able to pull it off because a lot of people do like the album. You know what I mean? So it's cool. You know what I mean? I'm happy for Red. He's not going to be a disgruntled. You know what I mean? Any more disgruntled, right? He pulled it off. You know what I'm saying? But I personally would have liked it much better if he just would have kept it like 10 songs, 9 songs. Nowadays, albums be like 8 songs, 7 songs. Mane will just drop an album, 7 songs. You know what I'm saying? So, like, it's a little different time, but it looks like he's gonna pull it off. So I'm happy for that. You know what I mean? I'm happy for rappers rapping in their 50s at a high level. You know what I mean? 60 at a high level. That's
Hmm.
easier for me, and that's easier for the game. Period. You know what I mean? Young Razor, did you Razor
Right.
like the Redman album? Tell me how you felt about it.
Two listens and I loved it.
For real?
Let me rephrase that. And I don't, I say I loved it. I liked it. I liked it a lot.
Why?
I like the skits. Redman is funnier than ever on the skits.
That's true. The kick ass skits were dope. Certain songs on there is alright.
Yeah,
Like when he got Elder Sensei,
yeah,
like towards the latter half of the album's a little better than the first. But
yeah. I would say I think it was like maybe the second or third song. I had a problem with that beat. Damn, what beat was it again? It was I know the sample, and it skips my mind. And I think the way he flipped the sample, that kind of messed with me. Like the lyrics and everything, still dope, but it was just that beat. It was like that sample was done wrong.
yeah,
I guess
yeah,
he was
yeah.
trying to modernize it or something like that. You know what I'm saying? It was something like that. But for the most part, I enjoyed the way he was taking the album. To me, I felt like if you're a, if like you're a weed smoker and you enjoy shit like just to laugh and get your shits and giggles, that's the kind of album you want to listen to. He talking about that hood shit, but at the same time, he's still giving you getting a 50-something-year-old red man that he's still the same dude that he was 20, 30 years ago.
Yeah. I mean,
Do you Razor? Do you feel he was trying to recreate like Muddy Waters, like that vibe, that feeling, the essence of that original Muddy Waters?
I think so because he
Because
still
the material sounds dated to me. Like it sounds
it
like
does. It
it
sounds like
could have came out back then.
it sounds like a lot of the songs were done over the
yeah,
years, and it was something like I kind of had to put this there with ELE too, where it's looked like the same thing where he had songs that were stored to be added to this particular album, and he just wanted to put them out just for the nostalgia to keep the nostalgia going of that time. Like this is what I've been doing this whole time. Why it took so long for me to make this drop this project.
Right. All right. So Watt, you got anything to say before we go into the favorites and the dislikes?
I didn't like the album.
I definitely know that. We've discussed it. All right, so I'm gonna set it off. What I did like, I like Booyaka Shot. That's one of my favorite joints off the album. That's one pick for me.
Mhm.
What about y'all? Give me a song that y'all liked.
Superman Lover 7.
Dope.
7 of those already. I like the La 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 song with Method
Yeah,
Man. I like that pretty
that was
much.
fire.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
That's a good one too. I like that one too.
Ghetto
Like that one
Motivation
too. I
was
was
my
gonna I
shit.
was gonna put that. So that's your pick?
That's yeah, that's my first pick.
Okay. Why already picked. So for me, my second joint, uh well, it was La La La, with Method Man. I thought that joint was dope. It sounded good. They both sounded good on it. The beat was alright. Um, Overall, the production, it just didn't hit for me.
Right, right.
And I just want to add on, like I discussed this with some of the Zulus. And I know peace to the brother Zulu King Doc Nasty. He from Compton, and he said, it's a funk album, you know what I
Hmm.
mean? And
That is true.
I know the brothers in the West Coast like the funk.
Yeah,
So, I try to listen to it with a different ear. But peace to Zulu King Doc Nasty. I know he said a lot of good things about the album, and there's been a lot of good reviews about it and a lot of positive feedback. And I'm happy for Redman, like real shit. Like I'm happy for him because he's one of my favorites. But I just didn't. It didn't hit for me on that level. For y'all, what's your second picks?
Superman level
Superman
10.
Lover 7 continued.
Damn.
Word. V was crazy.
I like the joint with all them Jersey MCs on it. I like that pretty much. I like
Light it up.
Oh,
yeah, that's my
I'm
second
mad that
favorite.
mm.
Lauryn Hill and Wyclef wasn't on it though.
Lauryn Hill, neither one of them stayed out.
Razor, what
Yeah,
they
though.
should have been on it.
And
I feel like
Nikki
Joe
D
Budden.
is from Brooklyn, correct?
She from
I
Jersey.
believe so. Is
I
she?
thought she was from Brooklyn.
I think by
Mm.
way of Jersey though.
But I know she was
Okay.
Flavor Unit, but I always thought she was from Brooklyn.
Mm.
I don't even
Could be
know
Um.
wrong
enough
though.
That
about
could,
I
Nikki
didn't
D
you
like
could
to
be
that
you
song
could
really.
be
though.
right though.
Huh?
No, because she's on a Jersey Posse cut
Yeah, she
song,
started to
and I
do
was wondering why, if she's from,
Yeah, because she's been from
I thought
Jersey.
she was from
it. Yeah,
Brooklyn.
Well, let's get
All
into
right, well
that
she
posse
could.
cut. We'll get into that posse cut in a moment.
I
Let's
didn't like it, but
yeah.
whatever. Go
Clef
ahead,
was
go
my
ahead.
favorite on that one.
Who
Go
did
ahead.
everyone pick their second joint? I
Yeah,
know I picked mine. Well, P, did you pick a second joint?
yeah, I like that Kid Capri joint and Faith.
Okay. All right. For me, my third pick was Dynamite with Sheik Luch. I thought that joint was pretty good too.
that was dope.
You know what
You know what I'm
I
saying?
like Look at Here with KRS-One.
I mean?
Yeah. The joint was
It
alright.
was
I
alright.
thought Chris did his thing on that joint. You know, it sounded good. I was one of the joints I like. So like me personally, like I think one of y'all said it, and I keep harping on this same idea. Like if the album was like 10 joints and a couple of skits, I think the album would have been solid.
Mhm.
But 32 joints, you know what
But
I'm saying?
the thing
Wow.
is, um, Muddy Waters, the first original Muddy Waters was 24 tracks, I believe.
Yeah, it was
Or
yeah,
21, something like that. Because what was
right.
Twenty.
It had
20?
20
It was
20
20
and
20.
over.
something. It was 20. No, it was over 20 because he had a lot of skits, and I know it might have been 20. I know Rolling is the last song on the
No,
I'll
album,
tell you
the
and
right
Ill
I
Out
now.
is
know
the
I'll
it's
tell
last
like
you
song.
right
20
now.
something.
The Ill Out is the last song.
Ill Out. Ill Out. Right. Ill Out. Right.
I'm gonna look it up right now.
It had
You were
to.
saying Muddy Waters, the first one, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so the first joint got a total of 23 joints. You
See,
know,
I knew it was like
Mm.
I
20,
don't know how
23,
many skits
24.
is on there, but yeah, because the last song is 23, and it's the Ill Out with Jamal from Illegal and Keith Murray.
Yo, and that's another thing. All
Marley C is
right.
my G.
Like, where's Govmatic?
They don't rap
Where's
no more.
Socrates?
Where's Def Squad?
They
Where's
don't rap
Def
no
Squad?
more.
Yeah, where's Murray? Oh, they don't rap no Govmatic doesn't rap no more?
None of them think Gilla House people really rap anymore. Like they're
Where's Icarus? Where's
yeah,
Icarus the
They're
Don?
all on
all
the
that's
label.
over.
They're all on Gill House.
Nah, Socrates got a rap still.
Nah, because then
Yeah,
you
because
would
they're all
hear
on Ill House.
them.
Socrates was a
They're all on
rapper.
Gill House.
He was a rapper before he was on Gilla House,
Yeah,
though.
but I don't think you got to think right. Like, look. Redman took this long to do this album, right? What does he rap about? Weed, playing around, and what he'll do at his age if you fuck around, right? It took that nigga 15 years to come. Like certain rappers, the one-dimensional rappers, is not cut out for like long
What,
haul material, especially if they
what's
never
what's
make it
what's
type
what's the
shit.
last album he dropped?
Who, Redman or
What's the
Government?
last album that came? Mudface, right?
Yeah, and that was
Was it Mudface?
yeah, probably. And do you really know about that? That came and went. You know what I'm saying? But those are like you
I
and
might
this
have
is
listened to it
Redman
half of once.
longevity,
I heard
like
Murder in Mudface.
2015. 2015,
right.
Mudface
Yeah, I
came
heard
out.
You
Mudface
gotta
by
have something more
Vaguely
than
13
Remember.
joints.
like when you get their attention, you gotta have something more. And you could tell like most of the street rappers don't really have like longevity, and especially if they don't get like to a certain level. Like if they're only rapping about their life and then your life's in fucking Newark, you know what I'm saying? Then what you going you know what I mean? Like if you still in the street 20 years later,
Mm,
like there's only so like a lot of it, like I was thinking on the way over here, like Red ain't have no real like he ain't really put no artists on. And that helps with your legacy. Like you had Gilla House that came and went. All those, like, yo, all those rapper dudes didn't need Redman to rap. Y'all could have, you know what I mean? You was already on the Redman album. That's as good as any co-sign and open any door. You could have came out with your own project. The only one I seen fake try to do it was the governor dude, and then that came and went. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, to me, when I see them and people be gone or fall off, it's either drugs. Yo, at one point, Watt's face was like this. Like, you can, Watt was fake smiling, but in his eyes, he was like, hold it. I'll answer that shit tomorrow, but I could not hold it. Yo, no, that fire. Don't cut that out. Fire. Leave that in.
Yo, he might have trashed the whole episode getting zapped out like that. But we'll still let it rock. Um, yo, what y'all remember? Was it Muddy Waters? Or maybe it's Doc's the name. Who's the brother that said on Redman's record? It's my favorite joint, and I can't remember because I'm getting old. When he said the bitch said aliens raped her and her four friends, but it was me and my niggas dressed up like Martians.
That was Doc's the name. That was on Doc's
Who
the
said
name.
that though? Who said that
That
shit?
sound like Young C.
That sound
It,
like
right.
Young
It,
Vic.
it might have been Young
That
Z
sounds
from
like Young
Outsiders,
Z.
right?
Yeah, that
Yeah.
sounds like Young Z.
That was yo, at the time when he said that shit blew my mind. Like that was
Yeah,
crazy,
that's definitely a Young Z rhyme.
no disrespect. I'm not trying to make like
No,
fun of,
no, no.
the R word because that's something dead serious. But just that line was crazy.
Yeah.
Well, welcome back, King.
Welcome back.
You on mute, brother.
Phone got too hot.
But
Yeah.
Overheated.
what you saying?
My phone got too hot.
Crazy. I heard that one time. I don't know. I don't want to put the brother on blast. We lost the whole episode off that.
Damn.
So I think his phone was smoking. That brother had to hit his phone with the fire extinguisher, and we lost the whole episode.
Yo,
Brought him
that's
back and
crazy.
lost it again.
Damn.
That's crazy.
Um, what's it called? Things happen though. But I'm gonna say this. There's a lot of joints on there that I really didn't like. I was bothered by it. Like listening to some of the songs that I didn't like on the album, it almost made me feel like as much as I love Redman, as much as he's in my top, 10 or whatever it may be, like he might have like knocked himself out of position like as an all-time great with
Oh
an album
damn.
like this. Right. You know what I'm saying? I just feel like it wasn't up to what I expected. And then when you name something Muddy Waters too, your greatest project, it's a dangerous thing. Like I'm worried about Ghostface with Supreme
Yeah,
Clientele
yeah,
too.
yeah.
I
Blue and
think
cream.
we
Yeah,
were just
blue and
talking
cream
about
better
that.
be but only built for Cuban Links 2 lived up.
It
Yeah.
sure did. Nah, I enjoyed it.
You
I
don't like
think
only
Shaolin
built.
versus Wu Tang is better, but
Yeah, you
I
don't like
enjoyed
only
it.
built for Cuban Links 2, P.
I do, but I just don't think Ghostface. I don't know if he could do Supreme Clientele too, yeah.
But
In
he's
this
but
era,
he's
you
been
thinking?
working on it. I think, but I heard him saying he's been working on it in between all of this other
Yeah,
work
yeah.
that he's been putting out. So like the last album with Ghostface, I didn't really like too much. This last what's it called?
The Prince Tony, whatever. Oh no, set the tone.
No, not Set the Tone. Right. I didn't really like Set the Tone, but I like Ghostface Killers. I like that
Yeah, yeah.
album. I like Ghostface Killers because it got like the joint with Solomon Childs and all of them on it and conditioning the song Conditioning. I like that album. Like Ghost was like grimy
Yeah,
on that
yeah. He got
album.
some
It
dope
is
albums.
Ghost. Like on Set the Tone, he's not really like me, I know he cool with Jim Jones, and I don't really like Ghost with Jim Jones. I don't really like hearing that. Like, I don't think it's a good like mix of rapping. I don't really like. You know what I'm saying? I rather hear go like I can deal with um Ghost and Ray with Rick Ross. It actually made me like Rick Ross a little bit because I wasn't messing with Rick Ross. And then like when I'm hearing tracks,
Facts.
nah, I
Right, I
wasn't.
agree.
I never liked him. I never even before like Port of Miami. I didn't like him on Take It to the House when he was in the
He was
He
on
was
basketball
on
that
that?
video.
jersey. I didn't like. He's in the video. I'm not sure if he
Oh,
had a did he have a verse on
I
it?
don't think so.
He
Not
might
that
have
I
had a
know.
He
verse.
was
but
his
I ain't
mic. I
really
don't
care
think
for
he
that song
rapped it.
anyway.
I think he was his
Yeah, but he's
ghostwriter.
in. But when he was with Slip and Slide, when he was with Slip and Slide, I wasn't jacking him. But like what I'm saying is like when I heard Molasses, and when I heard he killed Molasses, and when I heard him on the joint with Ghost on Fila on the Fila album, I like that song.
Rick got a couple
I,
good songs with Nas too. Those
Yeah,
two three
Rick
joints
is
that he
not
got with
bad.
Nas.
right.
The thing is,
It made me appreciate him a little bit.
the thing is with
But
Ghostface, it's almost like
And he
the
survived
Redman
50
album,
Cent. You gotta give him that too.
huh?
He survived beefing with 50.
I
Rick
don't think he
Ross
really
survived.
Facts.
survived.
Oh, facts.
He
Nah,
survived
I
it.
don't think
He
he
survived
survived
it.
it. Yo,
Nah, he
that
did.
was. I
He
don't think he
did.
did. I don't think he did. Officer
He
Ricky.
almost,
Nah.
he
He
almost,
put.
he
But he
almost got a
still
chip
got
in his armor.
records out. Yo, I'm gonna be real, and this could be controversial. Like I feel he's more relevant in music right now than 50 in the
But
past
50's not rapping
six,
no
seven
more.
years,
No,
maybe more. Be honest with you.
He
Like
don't.
he's
He don't. He doesn't have a Get Rich or Die Trying. His
He
catalog.
don't. No, he
No.
definitely
He
don't.
doesn't. No.
I'm
No.
not
No. No. No.
comparing.
No.
I'm not saying 50 is that Rick is better than 50, but I'm saying like he really survived that. Like I don't think
Well.
nobody could put that on him. He survived
Uh,
that beef
he's the only
because
one that
50 don't
kind of
put the
He
did.
nail
definitely
in a
He
did.
lot of people
definitely,
I
coffins.
agree. He did.
he definitely had
he's the
He
a
only
put
hit
one
record.
that got out of it alive. He
Right,
got
that's
out of it.
alive.
he got
Well,
out
he's
of it
saying he
alive. Like
survived it
you,
because his career didn't take that much of a hit. But he
and maybe
lost. He
the
lost
ones that's
though.
around
The,
him like
his
helped him do
music,
that. Like his
his
music with
music helped
Drake,
him.
Khaled,
Yeah.
like his
Yeah, yeah,
associations
yeah.
probably kept him
Yeah.
afloat. You know what I'm saying? But
But
he's
he
one
lost
that
though. He
no,
lost
he
though.
lost one. No, I
Yeah, that's what
100%
I'm
we on
saying.
that.
Yeah, he lost.
I'm
He
just
took the
saying he
L.
survived it because,
Yeah,
like
yeah,
I
yeah,
said,
yeah.
50 don't put the nail in a lot of coffins, brother. Like
Right, he did.
he got a lot of W's and no losses really. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? But whatever. Let's get back to Redman. I want to say I'm just gonna say both joints. The joints that I dislike the most, there's a few of them, but that light it up, I was really upset when I heard it, and I think one of y'all said that y'all liked it. I think it was UP. I respectfully disagree. You know what I mean? Like when I look at the track listing and I see Raw Digger and I see Lords of the Underground, right? And I see Naughty by Nature, and I listen to that verse that Uncle Vin, like Vin Rock put. I don't even know. I don't even recall listening to it. I listened to the song 6 times. I still can't tell where Tretch is at. I
He's
don't know
right
if
after Big
Tretch
Rock.
was. I didn't like it. I couldn't tell who Do It All was. I couldn't tell. I couldn't distinguish who was who, and none of the verses was good. The hook was trash. The beat was crazy. Like how you talking about like bringing all these acts that haven't really been like relevant or like active in music recently, and that's how you bring them back to an old school sounding song like that. I don't think that was like he should have had them all going relentless on a real gutter beat, man, and that could have like probably like really got a lot
I
of
think Lady
attention,
Luck
man.
got busy. I think Lady
Lady
Luck
Luck
got
did a
busy on
thing,
that
yeah.
song. Yo,
Rod Digger did a thing too.
right,
It
she
was
did. The thing I don't
Rod
like
Digger.
about the song,
Even Queen Latifah was all right, like,
Yeah.
but nah.
the thing I don't like is because you already used that sample on Rapper's
Death
Delight
Squad. Yeah.
on the
All right.
Death Squad album,
And this was
and
a
you
worse
chopped it.
rendition.
Yeah, and you
This is a
chopped it.
worse
You chopped the
rendition.
sample. You chopped it. You know what I'm saying? Like it's chopped. I don't. Nah. For a posse
Too
cut, you could have did something else, man.
man.
I feel where
And
y'all coming from with
Redman
that.
has gotten busy. Pardon, Razor. Redman has gotten busy on a lot of posse cuts. Beast from the East, he might have had the best verse on that.
Yeah,
That's a
Four,
yeah.
three, two,
legendary posse
one.
cut.
K
Four,
I
three,
M
two, one. Um, uh,
KIM
points, points.
points.
I
Word.
forward high punch and split the flame like Liu Kang. Like yo,
Yeah.
Redman has killed a lot of posse cuts. So when you come out with your
Death
own
Squad beats
posse cut
Limo
and this,
Squad.
what
Oh yeah,
that
he
is one
went
of the
crazy.
greatest.
He went
That's
crazy.
one of the
Manslaughter in
greatest.
He
Africa.
Yo,
went crazy.
Manslaughter
yo,
But
he
you know,
might
could
be
you
the
in
recall a
king. He
Florida.
song?
might be the king.
Huh?
Buck 50
Right,
on Supreme
right,
Clientele.
right.
KIM, Keep It
Word.
Moving on EPMD.
Yo, Redman might be the king of posse cuts. He always come out crazy.
Headbanger.
Red Bull on Headbanger on
Man, there you go,
the
King.
W album,
Talk
Red
that.
Bull. He went
Talk that.
crazy. He went
Right.
crazy on Red Bull.
So when we talk about that, you know what I'm saying? Like, we got to give the brother his love and his props and his respect. He's probably the king of posse because he's come out
Yeah.
on top. But
I
that
just don't
joint
like the
wasn't
album.
it.
I just don't like the album. That's all. And there's nothing wrong with that because there's like Ghostface is one of my favorite personal
Hmm.
favorite rappers, and I don't like all his stuff. I didn't like this last Set the Tone album. I didn't like it.
Right.
I didn't like this song with Nas.
Right.
Mm.
You was telling me about that. We
I didn't
talked
like
about
it.
it.
I didn't like it. I listened to Set the Tone twice. I remember it came out the day my cousin was graduating from Howard University, back in the spring, and I hopped up early in the morning, got the kids together, and I listened to the album going there, and I played it again. And by the time I got into DC, I was listening to something else, and I didn't go back to it.
But
Mm.
here's the
You know what I'm
thing, though.
saying?
I like that Ghostface pulled it off. I like that people like the album. That's good for his legacy. But I personally, you know what I mean? I don't personally like think of it. You know what
You
I mean?
talking about Ghost or you talking about Rad?
About set the tone.
You
It's the
said
same.
Ghost. You talking about Ghost or Rad?
Yeah,
Yeah, he talking about Set the
Right.
set
Tone.
the tone.
Okay.
Ghostface. It's the same thing as Redman. I like that they're able to pull it off. But you know, I
Yeah.
No,
don't
me
listen to
too.
it.
I agree with you. Yes.
It's just not a personal. Like, that's not my
Right, right.
preference. I'm not even if I still smoked weed. I don't think I would listen to this album.
I
Yeah.
feel
I just
Yo,
wouldn't. It's other albums
mhm.
I could listen to that I used to listen to like while I was smoking, and this would not be one of them. That's
no,
just
that's a
me.
fact.
I think I told this to Watt off camera when we was just building on the album. I listened to the album several times and it's a long album
Yeah,
and I enjoyed it most when I thought to myself, like, if I'm 14 years old, like how I would receive that album. Like, and I was thinking, like, if this is 1994 and I was 14, I would have thought that that was dope and I would have rocked with it like a little bit better. And when I listen to it with that type of like mind frame, it's probably hard to follow what I'm saying with this, but like, I would have thought that was dope back then. Like, you know what I'm saying? If I was young, this would have been like, yo, yeah, Redman dropped a hot album. But, at 44 years old, I don't know, man. I can't mess with it. And I thought some of the skits were funny. Like the Michelle Obama thing with Trump. I thought that was pretty dope. It was some thoughts and some good energy in there and some laughs and some good songs. But I expected a little bit more. And I think that's fine for us to expect more because Redman is one of our favorites, all of us. So we have such a high bar for Redman that it's probably unfair to him. You know what I'm saying? Like we expected flawlessness or greatness, and I don't think that's what I received. So that's why I'm a little hard on it. Pause. But
Woo! Double pause.
Rad, we love you either way, brother. Right. It was kind of
Yo,
talking
yeah.
kind of spicy.
No, it's all good. It's all good. No, definitely. Salute to Redman. Dope album. You know what I mean? I'm glad you pulled it off. Even if we don't fully understand, I'm glad you pulled it off. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Keep going.
And we're probably gonna get into another episode. Yeah, keep it going. Let me
Right.
hear something, you know, follow up with it on some real gritty. Get back in the studio with E. Sermon and Keith Murray, man. Get the Death Squad together. Maybe
Yeah, El
follow up with
Nino
an
too.
album El Nino too. Right, yeah. Let
Leave
me
Keith
hear
Murray
that.
alone,
You
though,
know what I'm
y'all.
saying?
Yeah,
Bring them
yeah. I don't
all
know.
No,
in.
Keith
no.
Murray might have to get himself
Mm,
together first.
yeah, yeah. I mean, he should, but
Bring
for
them
his
all
own
in.
self, you know what I mean? Because Murray, yeah, yeah. Let me hear Marley G. Let me hear Marley G
Yeah,
too.
yeah.
Throw Hit Squad on there too. Let me hear Headbanger
I was
too or
about to
something
say,
like that. You
K
know what I mean?
Solo and
K
Jamaican.
That would
I'm
be
Solo.
asking
dope. You
that.
know, bring
Mm.
Marley G. Oh no,
Nas Effect
I
still
can't
go.
believe that.
I haven't heard Marley G in a long time.
Marley G dope, man. I think he had the best verse on Flip Mode versus Death Squad also.
Mm-hmm.
Tell
Who?
you the truth.
Marley
Marley
G?
G. Yeah.
Final
He set it
Countdown, he
off.
went
Yeah,
crazy.
he might have had the best verse.
Yeah, I think he really did.
Between
Him
him
and
and
Red, yeah,
Redman.
between him and Red. And everybody dumb. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Everybody dumped. But we're gonna close it out, man. For the listeners, if you know, happy and healthy new year for the listeners and the people that have been supporting. Drop some comments, like, share, keep it tuned in. Next week we're going to drop an episode reviewing The Shining. It is going to be the 30th anniversary of The Shining, and it makes me feel old. And that's one of my favorite albums from Smith and Wesson,
I'm going
one
to
of
the
my favorite
celebration,
releases
man.
from
Let
Boot
people
Camp.
up.
Yeah, I was thinking about it, but I gotta look. What day is that again? It's January 9th, I think.
No, I think it's like double digit. It's like middle of January. Maybe like the 12th or something. Like maybe the 19th
Were
or the 12th.
No, I think it was the 11th. I think it was the
Okay.
11th. But what day does it fall on though? They be doing a lot of these things on like a
Yeah,
Thursday and
yeah,
shit.
yeah.
I
I'll find out
can't
and
be
put it in the
doing
chat,
that. Like when
but
I work. Yeah, 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 definitely. But definitely, stay tuned for that. The review of the 30th anniversary of The Shining. Peace to General Steel, peace to Tech. Good brothers, good hip hop. And salute to everybody, man, that's rocking with Spears and Mics. Keep it tuned. Peace.
peace, peace.
Peace.
Peace.